In this video, we're going to walk through how to set up the Stream Deck plugin for ProPresenter, what it is, how to get it configured, and how teams are using it to simplify their production workflow. The Stream Deck is a control surface from Elgato, a programmable deck of buttons you can customize to trigger actions on your computer with a single press. As you can see on Elgato's website, there is a wide variety of physical controllers as well as an app version for mobile devices. The ProPresenter Stream Deck plugin connects those buttons directly to ProPresenter, giving you one-touch control over slides, clear actions, macros, props, camera inputs, and more, all without touching your keyboard or clicking inside the software. This is especially useful in volunteer environments where you want to give someone a simple physical interface for specific tasks without requiring them to navigate ProPresenter directly. Before getting started, there are a few requirements. You'll need an Elgato Stream Deck device, the Stream Deck desktop software installed on your computer, and the ProPresenter Stream Deck plugin. On the ProPresenter side, this feature requires ProPresenter 7.9 or later with an active ProPresenter subscription. I also wanted to note that while there are third-party solutions for controlling ProPresenter via Stream Deck like BitFocus's Companion, we're only covering the official ProPresenter plugin for this tutorial. Let's start with getting everything installed. First, download and install the Stream Deck software from elgato.com. Once installed, open the application. Each square in the interface represents one physical button on your Stream Deck. What you see on screen is exactly what will appear on your device. You can also add multiple pages to your deck, which lets you organize different sets of buttons and navigate between them as needed. Next, install the ProPresenter plugin. Click the Elgato Marketplace button in the top right corner of the Stream Deck window. This will open a web browser. In the search field, type ProPresenter. Select the ProPresenter plugin, then click on Get to download and install it. Now, let's create a profile from scratch. Click Profiles at the top of the Stream Deck software and choose Edit Profiles. Click the plus button to create a new profile, give it a name, ProPresenter works well, and link it to the ProPresenter application. Linking a profile to an application means your Stream Deck will automatically switch to this profile whenever ProPresenter is the active window on your computer. Once that's set up, close the profile editor. Before adding buttons, it's worth taking a moment to clean up the action list on the right side of the screen. By default, the Stream Deck software shows every available action category. If you're primarily using this for ProPresenter, you can simplify the view by clicking the Manage Actions icon and unchecking the categories you don't need. This keeps the list focused and makes it much easier to find what you're looking for. If you ever need something you removed, just go back and re-enable it. Now, let's add some buttons. To add a button, find the action you want in the panel on the right and drag it onto one of the empty squares on the left. When you drop an action onto a button, it automatically populates with an icon and is ready to configure. Let's walk through the customization options. You can change the button's icon by clicking the arrow next to the image field. From there, you can upload a custom image, use the Stream Deck icon creator online, or browse the built-in icon library, which includes a wide range of ready-to-use icons. You can give the button a title, something like Next or Clear, and adjust the text size, position, color, and font to match whatever layout works best for your setup. You can also set the background color of the button itself. Color coding is a simple but effective way to make your deck more intuitive at a glance. For example, using green for navigation buttons and red for clear functions, so they stand out and don't get pressed accidentally. For slide navigation buttons, the action itself determines the direction. Selecting Next advances to the next slide, and selecting Previous goes back. The icon will update automatically to reflect your choice. Once your buttons are configured, you need to connect the Stream Deck to ProPresenter. Click on any button and look at the connection field in the configuration panel below. You'll see a message that says it's unable to communicate with ProPresenter. Click Add New Connection. You'll be prompted to enter ProPresenter's IP address and port number. To find these, open ProPresenter and go to Settings, then navigate to the Network page. Your IP address and port numbers are listed there. Copy both values into the Stream Deck connection fields and click Continue. Once connected, you'll see a confirmation message on each button indicating it's now linked to ProPresenter. This connection persists across sessions, so you typically only need to set it up once per machine. Now, let's talk about what you can actually do with this setup. The most common buttons teams configure are Next Slide, Previous Slide, and Clear. the core navigation controls you'd reach for most often during a service. But the plugin goes well beyond basic navigation. You can set up buttons for slide groups, which lets you jump directly to a specific section of a song, a verse, a chorus, a bridge, without having to scroll through the presentation manually. You can create buttons for macros, which means any automated sequence you've built inside ProPresenter can be triggered with a single physical button. You can also trigger props directly from the deck, making it easy to bring a lower third or overlay on and off screen without interacting with ProPresenter at all. You can even control camera inputs. If you have video inputs configured in ProPresenter, you can switch between them from the Stream Deck. You can also manage your live stream capture directly, starting and stopping your stream from a physical button rather than navigating through the software menus. Beyond ProPresenter's specific actions, the Stream Deck also supports system-level controls. Adding volume up, volume down, and mute buttons give your operator quick audio controls during rehearsals and transitions, directly from the same device they're using to run the presentation. When thinking about how to set up your Stream Deck, the most useful question to ask is, what actions does your operator reach for most often, and what would benefit from a dedicated physical button? Whether that's a clear button for a first-time volunteer, a set of song group buttons for a worship leader, or a full production panel for an experienced operator, the Stream Deck is flexible enough to support all of those different workflows. For more ProPresenter training, check out the other tutorials in this series. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.